In this video, you will learn how to start real estate investing with little money. Full guide. Stop scrolling because this is where the most people get it wrong. They think you need a lot of money to invest in real estate. But the truth is, you can start with very little if you understand strategies, leverage, and how money really works. So let's break it down step by step in a simple and powerful way, because real estate is one of the strongest wealth building tools, and many millionaires are built through property, not salary. First, understand this. Real estate is not just buying a house. Real estate is buying assets that pay you. If the property does not bring you income, this is not an investment. It is a liability, and that is the first mindset shift you need to make. You are not buying to live, you are buying to earn. Now, step one, fix your financial base. You don't need to be rich, but you need to be ready. That means stable income, basic saving, and good credit score. Because in real estate, the credit is power. The better your credit, the less money you need upfront. Banks trust you more, and you get better interest rate, which means more profit long term. Step two, understand leverage. This is the biggest advantage in real estate. You don't need to buy a property 100% with your money. You use the bank's money. Example, you can buy a $300,000 property with only 3 to 10% down, depending on the loan. That means you control a big asset with a small amount of cash. That is leverage, and that is how real estate builds wealth faster than saving. Step three, choose the right strategy, because there is not just one way to invest. If you have a little money, you must be smart. Here are the main beginner strategies. You buy a property, live in one part, rent the rest. The rent covers your mortgage. This is one of the best ways to start with a little money. Second strategy, rental property. You buy a small property and rent it long term. You get monthly income. Third strategy, short-term rental like Airbnb, higher income potential but more management. Number four, real estate investment trust. You invest in real estate through the stock market. This requires very little money, sometimes less than $100, and gives exposure to property income without owning a physical real estate. Step four, find low-cost entry options, because not every market requires huge money. You can start in cheaper cities, emerging areas with smaller property like studios or duplex. The key is not to start big. The key is to start smart. Many beginners make the mistake of waiting to afford a dream property. Smart investors start with what they can afford and grow from there. Step five, use first-time buyer programs. This is where the most beginners lose opportunity. Governments and banks offer programs that reduce down payments, sometimes as low as 3 or even 0% in certain cases. They are FHA loans in the United States, assistance programs, grants, and special financing options. If you don't use these, you are making it harder than it needs to be. Step six, build a strong deal. Real estate is not about buying anything. It is about buying the right deal. You must calculate numbers, purchase price, monthly rent, mortgage, taxes, insurance, maintenance. If the numbers don't work, don't buy. Simple rule. The property must generate positive cash flow and strong long-term appreciation. Otherwise, it becomes a financial burden. Step seven, partner if needed. If you don't have enough money, you can team up with someone. One brings money, the other brings work or knowledge. Partnerships are common in real estate, but you must be clear. Contracts, roles, and expectation must be defined. Step 8, start small and scale. Your first deal is not to get rich. Your first deal is to learn. Maybe you make $200 per month, maybe $500 per month, but that is not the point. The point is the experience. Then you repeat. Second property, third property, and over time, your income grows. This is how portfolios are built. Step 9, reinvest everything. Don't spend your rental income. Reinvest it. Use it to buy more properties. This is how real estate compounds. One property becomes 2, 2 becomes 5, 5 becomes 10. You have a system that pays you every month. Step 10, think long term. Real estate is not a quick game. Prices go up, prices go down. Market change. But over time, property tends to appreciate, rents increase, and debt decrease, meaning your wealth grows slowly but powerfully. Now let's talk numbers to make it real. Imagine you buy $200,000 property, you rent it, and you make $300 profit per month. That is $3,600 plus the property value may increase, plus your loans decreases over time. Now imagine you do this 5 times. Now you are making $1,500 per month. That is $18,000 per year, and you control of 1 million real estate. This is how wealth is built. Now, the biggest mistakes beginners make: waiting too long, trying to be perfect, buying based on emotion, ignoring numbers, not understanding financing, and not taking actions. Because the truth is simple: you don't need a perfect condition, you need to start. Now, the real lesson is you don't need to be rich to start investing in real estate, but you need to think like an investor. Use leverage, use strategy, use discipline, and most importantly, take action. Because the goal is not to own a house. The goal is to own houses, own assets that pay you every month, every year for the rest of your life. And if you want more content like this, real estate, money, and how to build long-term wealth step by step, subscribe now.